The story of the Texas mall shooter gets stranger and stranger by the day. This was a Hispanic man named Mauricio Garcia, and not the name that you would expect for an alleged white supremacist, quote unquote, or the ethnicity that you would expect. When someone tells you about this, a white supremacist that committed a mass shooting, and you don't know the person's name, but maybe you're guessing what the name might be. You would never guess Mauricio Garcia as the name. But that's what we're told. And shortly after the shooting occurred, hours later, we had all kinds of alleged details of his background, his ideological views. And we're told again that he's a Mexican neo-Nazi white nationalist. And this is largely based on alleged postings of his on a Russian social media site. So Mexican neo-Nazi posting on a Russian social media site. Here's NBC News. A social media page appearing to belong to a gunman who killed 8 people at a Dallas area outlet mall had shared extremist beliefs with rants against Jews, women, and racial minorities posted since September, as well as posts about struggling with mental health. Mauricio Garcia, 33, maintained a profile on the Russian social networking platform OKRU, including posts referring to extremist online forums such as 4chan and content from white nationalists, including Nick Fuentes and anti-Semitic white nationalist provocateur. In the weeks before the attack, Garcia posted more than 24 photos of Allen Premium Outlets where an officer killed him after the shooting Saturday, and surrounding areas, including several screenshots of Google location information seemingly monitoring the mall at its busiest times. Many of his posts referred to his mental health. In his final post, he lamented what his family might say and wrote that no psychologist would be able to fix him. In another post, he made disturbing comments about what makes a mass shooting important, quote unquote, and praised a person who opened fire at a private Christian school in Nashville, Tennessee this year, killing 6 people, including 3 children. The shooter, along with that, also posted a series of, a little bit more from NBC. The shooter also posts a series of links to other sites, including a YouTube account that featured a video published the day of the shooting. In it, he removed a scream mask and said, "Not quite what you were expecting, huh?" He also posted photos of a flak vest emblazoned with patches, one of them with the initialism for right-wing death squad, a popular meme among far-right extremist groups. And then he also had supposedly swastika tattoos. We're also told that he allegedly posted some content from Tim Pool. So Tim Pool was trending all of yesterday because he was mentioned in some of this content. And he had another post, allegedly, which begins with the words, "This post was inspired by libs of TikTok." And then the post goes into a rant about Jews and how he admires Hitler or whatever. So here's the full picture that's been painted for us that we're expected to believe. A Mexican neo-Nazi with a page on a Russian social media site was an admirer of Tim Pool and Nick Fuentes and Hitler, but also was a fan of the trans shooter that shot up a Christian school and was inspired by libs of TikTok in his Jew hatred, even though the woman who runs libs of TikTok is Jewish herself and has never posted, obviously, any anti-Jewish content. Does that make sense? Did all that seem clear to you? Make total sense? Oh, not at all? Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, if you take this at face value, I don't know what to tell you. Meanwhile, even according to this official narrative, this guy was apparently openly posting his intention to commit this shooting, posting photos from his reconnaissance of the location, and no intelligence agency ever got wind of it. Yet another mass shooter who's out, basically openly announcing, "Hey, I'm going to commit a mass shooting, everybody. Here's where I'm going to do it. I'm posting pictures of it." And our intelligence agencies had no idea. Still too busy tracking maybe the people, the parents at PTA meetings and school board meetings, the real domestic terrorists. And then the shooting happens. So intelligence agencies had no idea about it, no matter how often he was announcing his plans. And then it happens. And then immediately after that, everyone knows everything about his entire social media profile, including his obscure profiles on random Russian websites. The whole thing is call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't care. It doesn't just smell funny. It reeks. Have you been thinking about going back to school to finish your degree, or are you just starting your college journey, but you have little time to be in person with classes? Grand Canyon University's online programs are designed to make earning your degree easy and accessible no matter your age or stage in life. Whether you're a busy professional looking to advance your career or a stay-at-home parent juggling family responsibilities, their online courses give you the flexibility you need to learn on your own terms. Grand Canyon University specializes in helping you fit your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree into your busy day. From scholarship to customized scheduling, your graduation team, led by your own GCU counselor, provides you with the personal support you need to succeed. So why wait? If you're ready to take your education to the next level, you need Grand Canyon University. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu. That's gcu.edu. Pro-life battle has finally left D.C. and it's going to the grassroots. As one of the largest pro-life organizations in the world, no one's in a better position than 40 Days for Life to end abortion in a post-Roe America. With 1 million volunteers in 1,500 cities, 40 Days for Life holds peaceful vigils outside abortion facilities. Because of that, they actually have a larger presence in blue states, especially California. Former abortion clinic directors say that these vigils can cause the abortion no-show rate to go as high as 75%, which is disastrous for their business. And thank God for that. These law-abiding vigils have helped close abortion facilities in San Francisco, Seattle, and Chicago, many other cities as well. They also are leading the way in efforts to prevent pharmacies from dispensing chemical abortions. You can support their work and check out their locations, podcast, and free magazine at 40daysforlife.com. The pro-life fight continues. It's never been more important. And for more information on 40 Days for Life, go to 40daysforlife.com. Okay, first of all, Tim Pool, can we just say, is a moderate. He's, and I don't think he would have any issue with me saying that. I don't know that he would disagree with that characterization. I've never heard him say anything remotely radical. He's like a nice guy. Remember, he got kind of annoyed at me because I was being too mean to Dylan Mulvaney, if you remember. So, and this is the guy who helped to radicalize a Mexican neo-Nazi. Libs of TikTok is again a Jewish woman who reposts content from leftists. How would she inspire this? And the target doesn't even make sense on the theory that this was some kind of right-wing terror event. He wasn't shooting up a drag queen story hour or a gay bar or something. This was an outlet mall in Dallas. And you could see he's shooting randomly. He gets that it's not a targeted, it didn't appear to be targeting any specific sort of person. He gets out of his car and just immediately starts shooting at whoever happens to be walking by. So the whole thing, the version of events that we're getting from the media right now, it doesn't make sense to me. And meanwhile, the Covenant school shooting, this shooting happened a couple of days ago. And all of this information, this alleged information, came out, again, within hours, really. The Covenant school shooting was well over a month ago. Still a mystery. Or we're supposed to believe it's a mystery. We've been given no official information about this person's motive. And in this case, there's an actual manifesto, which we were told in the moments immediately following the attack, we were told by the police chief that the manifesto does outline her motivations, and he indicated that the fact that she was trans played a role in motivating the crime. That's what the police chief said. And then that's the last we heard of it, really, officially. And then after that, we heard nothing, and then we started hearing rumblings, unconfirmed reports from anonymous people saying that, oh, yeah, the manifesto, it really doesn't say much at all about why she did it. But we can't release it, though, because it would be a huge security problem. It would interfere with our investigation into a dead person if we release the manifesto. We never see the manifesto. We don't get all these social media. This is the thing you notice. Very interesting phenomenon here where when a mass killing occurs and the person who commits the killing is not, in the narrative is not convenient for the media. Have you noticed that in those cases, huge coincidence, the perpetrators never have a social media footprint. These are people, it's always someone who's, apparently they didn't post on social media at all. No Instagram, no Facebook, Twitter, nothing. But if it's someone who the media tells us is a white nationalist or a neo-Nazi, then we get everything they've ever posted, including on platforms that we didn't even know existed. It's not just the Covenant School shooting. What about Waukesha? Years later, what was the motive behind that? Still supposed to be obscure. So if you see the way of this dynamic here and it seems normal to you and you're willing to take this at face value, then I can't help you. There's nothing I can say to you. And it wouldn't surprise me, and I'm not making any official prediction, but it would not surprise me if the manifesto were to come out soon now, like maybe even this week. Maybe now the manifesto does come out. And we'll see that, but there's nothing in the manifesto at all about trans. It's a bunch of random ramblings you can't even tell us. You can't discern anything from it. Took us a month to release it, over a month. We couldn't release it for over a month. What we were doing in that month, who knows? But here it is. And you see, there's nothing there. It wouldn't surprise me if that were to come out this week. And that'll do it for the show. This portion of the show is move over to Members Block. You become a member today by using code Walsh at checkout for 2 months free on all annual plans. Hope to see you there. If not, talk to you tomorrow. Godspeed.